think you know everything about the original Star Wars trilogy. From A New Hope to Return of the Jedi, these movies changed cinema forever. But behind the scenes, there are plenty of strange and surprising stories you probably haven't heard. Today, we're diving into 10 weird and wonderful facts from the making of the classic trilogy, from secret lines and unexpected actors to cool costume secrets and sound effects you didn't know about. Get ready to discover a whole new side of your favorite galaxy far, far away. 10 weird and surprising facts about the original Star Wars trilogy. Harrison Ford didn't want to say "I love you" during the filming of The Empire Strikes Back. Han Solo's response to Leia's heartfelt "I love you" was originally scripted as "I love you too," but Harrison Ford felt it didn't fit Han's roguish personality. So, in the moment, he improvised the now legendary reply, "I know." That unscripted change not only made the scene unforgettable, it became one of the most quoted lines in Star Wars history. C-3PO had a secret on his costume in the original Star Wars trilogy. C-3PO wasn't entirely golden. One of his legs was actually silver from the knee down. This little detail often went unnoticed for years, mainly because the original films were shown in lower resolution and the lighting in most scenes made it hard to see. Many fans only discovered it decades later when high-definition versions and behind-the-scenes photos revealed the truth. According to the production team, the silver leg was simply the result of using spare parts to repair his costume after years of wear and tear in the story's universe. It's a subtle but brilliant touch that adds realism, showing that even droids in a galaxy far, far away need a little maintenance now and then. The lightsaber sound came from an old projector. That unforgettable hum of a lightsaber isn't just movie magic. It's a clever bit of sound engineering. Sound designer Ben Burtt created it by mixing two very real noises. First, the steady whir of an old film projector. Then, he added a strange buzzing hum picked up from the interference of a TV set. When layered together, the combination became one of the most recognizable sounds in cinema history. So next time you hear that woo-woom, you can thank a dusty projector and a slightly misbehaving television for giving Star Wars its legendary sonic signature. Yoda was almost played by a monkey. Did you know Yoda was almost a monkey? During the early stages of The Empire Strikes Back, George Lucas and his team considered using a trained monkey to play the wise Jedi Master. They even planned to put the monkey in a specially designed mask and have it hold Yoda's cane. But the idea didn't go over well. The monkey kept pulling off the mask during tests, and the crew quickly realized it wouldn't work. So, they scrapped the idea. And thank the Force they did. Instead, they brought in puppeteer Frank Oz, who not only performed Yoda with incredible emotion and charm, but also gave him his iconic voice. Without that change, we might have had a very different Yoda. One who was a little more ... bananas. Chewbacca had to wear shorts on set. Playing Chewbacca was no easy feat for actor Peter Mayhew. The furry Wookiee costume was heavy, hot, and not exactly breathable. But here's a funny behind-the-scenes fact. When Peter had to walk between sets or take breaks, he wasn't allowed to just wear the full suit. Why? Because walking around in just the top part of the costume looked really strange, and people sometimes thought he was streaking. So, to keep things appropriate and avoid any confusion, Peter was asked to wear shorts underneath whenever he was off camera. Imagine a giant, furry Wookiee wearing tiny shorts backstage. Definitely a sight the crew never forgot. Alec Guinness hated Star Wars. Sir Alec Guinness, the legendary actor behind Obi-Wan Kenobi, had a complicated relationship with Star Wars. While audiences adored his wise and calm Jedi Master, Guinness privately disliked the clunky dialogue and felt the story was a bit childish. In letters to friends, he even admitted he struggled to take it seriously, but he was grateful for one thing: the paycheck. Despite his mixed feelings, his performance became iconic, and he remains one of the most memorable parts of the original trilogy. "I am your father" was a top-secret line, one of the biggest twists in cinema history. No, "I am your father" was actually a well-guarded secret on The Empire Strikes Back set. To prevent leaks, the line spoken on set by David Prowse, the actor in Darth Vader's suit, was completely different. He said, "Obi-Wan killed your father." Only a handful of people knew the real line. Not even Mark Hamill knew until moments before filming. Director Irvin Kershner pulled him aside and revealed the truth, asking him to react with genuine shock. Later, James Earl Jones recorded the real line in post-production, and the world was stunned in theaters. Even the cast and crew were floored when they saw the final cut. Talk about a plot twist that actually stayed a secret. Jabba was originally a human. In the original filming of A New Hope, Jabba the Hutt wasn't a giant slug-like gangster at all. He was played by a human actor in a furry vest. The scene with Han Solo was shot with this stand-in, with plans to replace him later. However, the technology of the time couldn't bring the alien Jabba to life, so the scene was cut from the 1977 release. Decades later, George Lucas restored it using CGI to turn the human into the Jabba we know today, the massive, slug-like crime lord of Tatooine. Luke was originally a girl. Believe it or not, Luke Skywalker wasn't always meant to be a farm boy from Tatooine. In the earliest drafts of Star Wars, George Lucas imagined the main hero as a female character. This was part of a broader attempt to make the story feel fresh and different from typical sci-fi of the time. Lucas experimented with several versions of the protagonist, including an older general and even a Jedi princess. Eventually, the character evolved into a young man named Luke Starkiller, which was later changed to Skywalker just before filming. While this version never made it to the screen, the idea of a female Jedi hero lived on, inspiring future characters like Rey. Decades later, crazy how different Star Wars could have been, right? R2-D2 originally swore a lot. On set, R2-D2 didn't always speak in beeps and boops. Inside the droid costume, actor Kenny Baker, or sometimes the script supervisors, would actually deliver R2's lines out loud, and quite often, those lines were well full of colorful language. The swearing was mostly for comedic effect, helping the other actors react naturally to the little astromech's attitude. Of course, in post-production, all that salty dialogue was replaced with Ben Burtt's iconic beeps and whistles. But the cast never forgot R2's original mouth. If you enjoyed these Star Wars secrets, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more geeky content, and leave a comment sharing your favorite fact or any other Star Wars trivia you know. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.